Alright, hey everyone, this is Will from Productions², and we're back to do some more streaming. We'll probably do an hour and a half or so, depending on what happens tonight. Tomorrow, though, for streaming, we'll be doing, well, maybe I'll save that for Wednesday. Tomorrow night, probably won't do streaming tomorrow night. I'll use tomorrow night to do the investigation stuff on to various things for the mining tech demo, and then on Wednesday night we'll go ahead and actually put those into practice. But for tonight, we're just going to do KSP. So our goal for tonight is going to be a couple things. First of all, I want to try and get a successful moon shot, and then I want to get up to the moon and back, and actually land on the moon and come back. So that's going to be our two objectives for tonight. We've already got a rocket that's capable of going to the moon and back, and the problem is trying to get a proper re-entry. I'm thinking probably what we'll have to do is use air braking. So, in other words, what we'll have to do is set the periapsis so that it's pulling us down over multiple, maybe multiple passes, instead of trying to go straight down in after coming around. Or maybe we might have to stabilize the orbit so that the apoapsis is not so far out, so we're not being pulled in so fast. We'll just have to see. For sure, though, we're going to need to make a couple modifications to the rocket. I want to add stronger. So basically, I want to do kind of a tiered onion staging on solid rocket boosters, SRBs, going up. So we'll have like two groups of them. One will, the first group will go off, take us off, and then the second group, which will be a few less because we won't need as much, to get us up into the atmosphere, and then all the fuel that we'll have left for the liquid fuel stages we'll use for going to the moon and coming back and setting up the deorbit. I'm also going to try and move the batteries that we have, the solar collectors around, those weird batteries that we have on there, around so there are multiple places on the rocket, so that if we end up having a power issue like I think we did last time. Well, no, I guess we didn't. I guess the issue was just there was too much mass for the reaction wheel or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Alright. Let's go ahead and load up the save game. Okay. So, let's head over to the VAB, make those changes. What was interesting though is that one that we got around the moon with was just a test. I wasn't actually trying to, just seeing what would happen. So what we have is enough to get to the moon, but we need to do a little bit more to make it a bit more. Yeah. So here's what I want to do. I want to take these. And I want to put them like across here so we have some extra space right in the center here, because in the center we're going to add in some really powerful ones. First, let's do the radio coupler, get it about the right spot, and then for the boosters we'll use thumpers. It's still not. Look at the TWR. That's not that much actually. Even though we get a whole bunch of thrust on him, it's not enough thrust total. Yeah. Do we have something that's even more? We got 390 on that. Well, that's what we have here. We have these radials there. We do have procedural booster. The only problem is that the length cannot go very high on these. So those probably won't work. Maybe we need to do another set of these. Okay, that didn't get quite on. Whoa, that's not what was supposed to happen. That didn't get quite on the coupler, I don't think. Okay, let's take this off first, then we'll pull this off, and then we'll re-add this back on. Okay, I think that's on the coupler now. Alright, it's kind of getting a little bit absurd. This is when you start getting into the absurdity of this kind of stuff, is when you kind of start getting really weird rockets. Anyway, so, now we gotta figure out the staging again. So we got these 16, that's fine. Let's put a new stage below here. So those are those outer ones, which is fine. Now we need these 4, I think. And then there's another 4. Those 4. TWR is not that high. So then those inner ones, and those inner ones, and those inner ones. Okay. And those are for the SRBs. Then this, the liquid fuels. Yeah, it's the center one. Then this will fire. Okay, everything else looks fine. Not looking the TRWs on these two stages down here. It's pretty low, but we'll see what happens. Almost forgot. I guess right there I'll be fine. Reaction wheel. Oh, we can actually scale it up. I didn't know we could do that. I definitely want to scale that up then. Well, we'll see if that helps too. Alright. So. I'm not sure this will get off the ground though. TRW on the first two stages is under 1. So we may have to do all the SRBs at once or something, which would be interesting. Yeah, that's what I figured. Not enough thrust. Alright, let's revert to the assembly. Let's try putting on a third on the outer side. Outer section. So we can fit another one on another SRB on this section here. It's closer. I don't know if that decoupling is going to work though. Everything's going to kind of flying into each other, so it might all like just explode in a big ball of fire. Shall have to see. And once you start getting once the rockets get to this point, it's basically time to reassign them. Start getting too complex. Alright, we have liftoff at least this time. It's a lot of engines, holy crap. Valentina's the pilot here. Okay, they all came off. Nice. Except for slowing down. That's what I was afraid of. If we can get to the middle atmosphere. Yeah, I know. We're like going all over. Or speeding up, but we're going backwards. That's why we're speeding up. Alright, let's go and revert back to the VAB. So... let's go ahead and just scrap everything below this point. And we'll recreate it. So first of all, we need to go back to the structural... and we need our adapter here. Yeah, there's the decoupler still there. Alright, so, so that's a pretty good TRW there, TWR there. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I guess what we could do is... So we could just throw another one of these on top of there, I suppose. Oops, wrong one. I have to say, Deliver Us the Moon's pretty good. I won't do first impressions of it because it's really it's highly story based. So you should just go get it for yourself if you're interested in it. But so far it's pretty kick-ass. All right, so we got that done. Now we need to do our fuel routing. And actually, this. Let's just do the... Somehow we broke the... Nope, don't want to go that way. It's the wrong direction. Oh, jeez. For some reason this thing gets kind of laggy. Alright. Technically, a better way to do it would be to go to one to this and then to there. That way you'd have, essentially, you get, let's do that, because you get way more out of it that way. Oh my god, okay. We'll just have to adjust the staging a bit so that we drop them off sequentially. So drop these two off, then these two off, then we'll have the center. That'll really extend the time that we'll be able to use those. Then also, technically our TWRs are pretty good, actually. But I still want to have some extra power. You might get away with just doing one of these, though, on each one SRB. No, yeah, we definitely somehow broke that. I'm not sure how. So I gotta try and manually align them. God. Lag sometimes kills me here. Not even really sure why it's lagging for. We're just copying a part. Alright, we'll do the radials here. Okay. Pull the SRBs together here. Alright. You used to be able to select more than one at a time somehow. That's not working at the moment. Nope, that does actually. So this is one of the last second stage ones. What we want is this one. Yeah, it's these top ones here for these. Okay. Actually, to be honest, we should fire them all off at once. I think about it. So then those go off. Then it should be this one and this one, and these two. So those will drop off, then those two will drop off, these two will drop off. And that'll eventually drop off, then we'll ignite that stage, and I think everything else is correctly set up. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and okay, there we go. I had the wrong body on there. Okay, our TRWs are awesome, actually. And it's a very, very simple rocket. At least in terms of the parts. It doesn't have, like, you know, 3-layer deep onion staging or anything like that. It's very simply asparagus staged into each other and then into the center with some SRBs. I didn't do any space taping, so it's probably going to be a little bit wobbly. we'll see what happens. I'm gonna start off at half throttle. Okay, yeah. Wobbly is the name for it. That's even a bit more than wobbly. That's kind of like splayed. Alright, well, we definitely have the lift for sure. We just gotta stabilize everything here. Eventually that was gonna just peel upward and explode in a giant ball of fire. Alright, space tape. Time to work your magic. Now it's still doing that weirdness. Yeah, somehow he broke the multi-placer or whatever it is. Whatever you want to call it. The thing that like splits everything up between different parts. I think it's because we rerouted it and screwed it up somehow when we did that. That's fine. It just means a little bit more work. Alright, that should be enough. Have half of mine just to scrap the ship again and rebuild it just because of all that nonsense. fix that issue so we don't have to take so long to put stuff on, but oh well. It is what it is. Alright, we'll go 3/4 throttle this time. Alright, not flipping around anymore. Good. Okay, our speed's alright. It's not the best, but it'll do. Our goal is just trying to get up to the middle atmosphere on the SRBs, then use the liquid engines to get us the rest of the way up. Drop down to 1/4 throttle. Okay, SRBs are gone. Start turning. Alright, we are in the atmosphere. So we're just going to go ahead and let ourselves go up a bit. And oh. I'm trying to get us near the center line on the gimbal here. So we want to burn on this exact spot if we can. Stay there. Crap. Maybe a little bit above it. Will work too. All right. So when but right in here, when I do start full burning and try and push this out. Let's get our stage view up here. Let's go ahead and dilate some time. Okay, full throttle burn. Okay. So moon's over here. I'll probably be able to intercept it around here somewhere. So let's set up a maneuver node right about here. Alright, there's our orbit. That'll get us to the moon. We need RCS so bad. Alright, that'll keep us pretty nearby, I think. Let's go and swing around to it. We'll start burning. Alright, there we go. So all we gotta do now is just wait. Okay, so we are now in orbit around the moon. Let's go ahead and do our science. Alright, Valentina, time for you to do a EVA report. Okay, B to reboard. Definitely don't want to do space, that'd be very bad. Okay. I might as well just do everything. It might be a little bit less, but we'll still get quite a bit. What the heck? I've got 4 of these somehow. So we're almost out of fuel here. That's why we're out of power, apparently. Alright, so now all we gotta do is just wait. End up back in Kerbal orbit here. So now what I want to do is I want to burn retrograde. I want to come down around here and burn retrograde to pull this in. So, let's get our stage view up. Basically, we want to get this down to about 1500. Our orbital speed. Let's go ahead and drop it down. We'll need to do another pass. Might be better to try and land on the Apoaps. Well, we can't really do it that way. Definitely dropping our speed, though. We're not going to get to the 2300, I don't think. No, I guess we are still going to get up to 23. Well, not quite. First, let me go ahead and let's do a save real quick, just in case. I'm hoping that we can slow this down enough that we end up over in here, maybe. Well, we're still in the ocean, so that'll work. Come on. Get me in that ocean. Crap. Oh, we got all these parachutes, so maybe we can survive it. We'll have to see. Throw that off. It's a very sedate speed. As long as the SAS doesn't screw up. Looks like it's pretty flat where we're going, too. That could also be very beneficial. I'm going to leave the heat shield on this time, because it will absorb any impact, hopefully. So I'm just going to do this. Actually, we're coming over the ocean. Nice. Okay, come on. Slow down more. More. Slow down. Crap. We're not going to slow down enough. I didn't, I didn't escape fast enough. I should have been reloaded. So the main problem is we're just coming in way too freaking fast. Okay, that's our quick save. I think we need to try and just stick with the... Good, yeah. We need to stick with the shallower re-entry, I think. Yeah, let's just stick with that and see what happens. Swing around to... retro here. Let's get that kind of going out of the way here. And we're spinning around. Not really sure why. For some reason our batteries aren't working. And keep us spinning around. Damn. So that's definitely the problem. We're out of electricity. It's interesting. It only charges when the engine's on. Okay. So we got 16,000 meters to slow down with. I think these engines will be enough to do it. So we need to get this down to around 250, I would say. We're over water, so... Oh, crap. Nope. Still, why the hell it's too fast? I don't get why we're not slow. I guess, yeah, we're just coming too steep, I guess. We're not getting enough slowdown in the atmosphere. So we gotta try and keep the engines on longer. Or we just need to try that really shallow entry. That we were on. And see what happens. And then just fire up the engines right towards the end so we can get the SAS powered up. Alright, let's see what happens now. I'll leave the engines on. It's coming really freaking fast. Crap. The SAS ran out right at the end. Oh, the energy ran out right at the end. Crap. Always comes back to friggin' energy. Just running out of electricity. Come on, have the power to slow us down enough. I don't have enough fuel. I don't like the fact that we're still like just increasing in speed. Damn it. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Perhaps the engines are weighing us down too much. So we're going to try this one more time. This didn't used to be so freaking hard. It used to be a lot easier to get and to get through re-entry. I don't know what the hell's going on. I guess it could be from incompatible mods or something. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw that off. We're going to see what happens. This won't be coming in hopefully nearly as quick. And without all the extra weight, we should be able to slow down more. Hopefully. And hopefully hopefully the electrical supply lasts as well. It shouldn't go down very fast unless we start having to do rotational stability. Don't like how fast we're going. We're still going. Ah, crap, we're gonna explode. Or maybe not. But we're coming down like a bullet instead of the other way around, so we're gonna smash into the ground either way. Maybe we need to go about this the way I thought about doing it, which was instead of actually having a deorbital trajectory, we need to have the atmosphere slow us down into one instead. So we need to just swing to prograde. Probably be nice to re-enable this battery. So it gets us up to 35-ish. Yeah, about right there. Now what should happen is that it should So what should happen is that the atmosphere should slow us down enough to bring us into an orbital trajectory. I'm just hoping that we'll swim back around to prograde. Or retrograde, I mean. Otherwise this is probably going to get messy. No, we're like swinging back and forth between prograde because the SAS, our electrical charge is out. We're gonna blow up because of the angle we're at right now. Should be going heat shield first, not nose cone first. Yeah, something just blew up. Still, if we can get most of this stuff to survive, that's still a lot of science. We're not really slowing down at all, though. It's for, you know, should be the other way so we get a better braking. We're like basically flying like a bullet at the moment. And a bunch of other stuff has gone bloom. I think we need to... Let's go ahead and revert. Well, we can't revert. Interesting. We need to put some... We need like a battery on here, an actual battery. Okay, now we've lost almost everything. I guess we'll load the save back up, and then we'll revert from there. Like, you can't revert when you're in the atmosphere, when you're entering. This game is annoying sometimes. Actually, no, we can't do anything. Even from here, we can't revert. Here's what we'll do. We'll put the periapsis up higher so that when we swing around, we can do the recharge the electrical. And now we went a little bit too far. Okay, now we should be able to get where we want to go to. And keep the electrical charge up to 50. So I'm going to set it to 45 this time. Well, It's got to be under 40 in order for it to slow us down. Well, let's go just under 40. Alright, let's go ahead and jettison that off. The main problem is that, like I said, the thrusters don't work, but the power drains, which is stupid. So you want to turn SAS off before you go to time dilation when you're in the atmosphere like this. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. Well, this is about to get very interesting. Got no heat shield. Crap. Still, we might be able to make it through. I think we're going to be in a shallow enough orbit that it's not going to heat up so much, hopefully. We shall see. Perhaps this is going down. Okay. Not sure what the heat tolerance on this is. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we're not slowing down, we're speeding up. This is like counterintuitive as all hell. Okay, now we're slowing down. Not liking where that's getting. Gotta be careful because I want to drain. It's gonna easily drain our. We almost already. Yeah. I think we're gonna lose the Science Junior on the bottom. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Something just fell off. Probably another experiment. And we're still going hella fast. Probably lose the other Science Junior too. Oh crap, there we go. We're flipping around. Because we're out of power. Yeah. I might as well just let us explode. So that's what's going to happen. We just need to get a battery on that that's got a lot of capacity. And we may need to put on the T45 instead of the T30 on that last stage. We may need to even add more maybe what we need to do is actually add more engines onto the exterior fuel tanks. Get us more thrust for to slow us down more. I think that might be the best way to go, in addition to having the extra battery. Or rather, the extra storage. We still have a Science Junior. Well, we almost do. I'm not sure if it'll go away or not, but we'll see. I don't think we're gonna... Holy crap. Okay, never mind. We don't have a Science Junior anymore. I still think we're not going to slow down enough to be able to land this thing properly. It's still pretty shallow re-entry, but I mean, we're still going 1,900 meters a second. We're not going to slow down that much. I don't know what they did. Whatever update they did to change things has really screwed up a lot of the physics, I think. Or at least changed them quite a bit. Used to be re-entry was the simplest thing ever. Okay, not simplest thing ever, but if you got a certain set of parameters and a certain range, you almost couldn't fail. Now it's like, you will always fail. I look at this, we're at 15k now, 15.3k, and we're still at, we've only dropped maybe 200 meters per second on the speed. It's just crazy how little you slow down now. The atmosphere is supposed to slow you down a lot more than that. Now we're going to go shooting into the ocean here. At the very least, we'll save Valentina. Or not. So we're going to hit the water gun pretty hard here. Yeah, you can't revert until you crash, basically. So that's when I guess using the RCS and it didn't even... Yeah, we can't even revert the flight at all now. Maybe this is the one that'll... Yeah, I think this is it. One flight in progress. Whatever they did to this game, I don't know. Doesn't behave like it used to. Okay. I guess now would be a good time to just rebuild that entire thing again. At least from the rocket portion down. So we can fix stuff. Fix the routing and whatnot. Go away. Alright. Okay, so, fuel. Alright, that was the, this. Or no. It was this. It was the smaller one, though. I think there's a smaller one. So 2028. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing we did with the other one. The other ones. So we get the tape here, real quick. Again, we're doing it this way to try and give us a lot more time to slow down with these, and a lot more fuel to do it with as well. In addition to putting on some T30s on these. Alright, then we need another decoupler, and now we need to do the Rocket Max adapter. What's interesting is this actually gives you more fuel for the weight. Mass is open. Well, how much is the mass? Well, it says 0.0 T. Actually, that's not, okay, that's not going to burn. So it has to be LF aux. 11-minute burn time, that's kind of crazy. The TRW is not that great. Those are going to be firing together though, so there, it's better. And again, we just split these off. Alright. So. I'm going to do 4 of these. We'll need to adjust this. That's pretty good. All right, so there's that. So all 32 of those will be gone at once. And let's do our asparagus staging. Actually, we can get away doing it by 2. Okay, no, we can't. Oh, it switches to 4 automatically, that's right. Or whatever, you know, however many things you have. The best way to do it is actually to do onion staged asparagus staging. Kind of, sort of. So you have like 3 or 4 layers of these, and they're all asparagus staged together. I mean, to be honest, the TRW on this, TBR on this is pretty good. You might be able to get away with just doing these. Alright, so first of all, then we need to do the proper staging here. So these 2, then these 2. Those 8 should actually be down here. Oh, did I do 8? I didn't know how many I did. Okay, cool. Didn't know you could fit that many down there. And then that one will go once that one's done. Then we have these. Yeah, okay. Once again, I want to just go ahead and disable staging on that. Now on this, we need to put a battery on here, something that can hold a lot of power. Alright, now we gotta do the taping. Alright, let's see what this does. Yeah, our TWRs are pretty good, so at least one. Hey. Okay. Who knew flying rockets could be so hard? No clue how much time it's been, but I got some fog going on here. Jebediah is back in the saddle. I don't know why the heat shields are not are like overheating. It's messed up. Killed off a few of my engines. Crap. Don't have too much control over it. In fact, it's going the opposite direction of where I'm trying to go to. Hell, I guess either way will work. Since we're already turning this way. I got a bit more control over it now. Actually, a lot more control. Okay, we're up in orbit. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it's foggy in space now. Some graphical glitch. Alright, so let's see where we're going with our trajectory here. We're already actually almost right where we need to be. Crap. Alright. Give it a few more seconds, then we'll go full blast. Try and get us flattened out a bit more. The closer you are to the center line on the gimbal, the more width you're gonna get. You're gonna get more bang for your fuel bucks, and trying to establish an orbit that way. Okay, we're out of fuel on that stage. So whatever we have left is the fuel that we have left. Or no, it's not actually. Alright, we'll switch back to stage view. Alright, we have an orbital trajectory here. Now it's got to push the periapsis out a bit. Alright, that's good. Alrighty then, so where's the moon? Moon, where are you? You're over here. So I'm going to say in here somewhere. So probably right about where the periapsis point is. Alright, so that'll get us to the moon. So I'm going to burn out about 10 seconds. Alright, and now we wait. Alright, we are now in orbit around the moon. Let's go and take our science measurements. Alright. So we got quite a bit of stored energy for later. Okay, let's head back out to here. Let's go ahead and speed up time. Alright. First thing we do is we need to push the periapsis out. That's too low. Let's turn on SAS real quick. Switch to... Oh, we're out of electrical power already. So, trying to stay on point manually is kind of an interesting challenge. Trying to watch everything at once. All right. We'll be in the ocean no matter what. Good. We got plenty of fuel. Question now is, do we have enough distance to slow us down enough? I think we do. But we'll see. We're about slowing down 100 meters per second every 2,000 or 3,000 meters we go down, so we should have plenty of fuel to slow us down quite a bit. Question is, we'll be able to slow us down enough, though. I'm thinking so, because we're getting pretty close to where we need to be. Still got lots of fuel left. Now we're slowing down slower now. Come on. That's full thrust. This is going to be close. I need to get under 250. Preferably even under 200. Where's the decoupler at? There we go. Alright, we are gonna survive it this time. That was like barely enough. If we had waited just a little bit longer to start that whole process, I don't think it would have made it. Damn. All right. This is gonna get us like 200, 300 science, so we'll be able to get advanced rocketry, advanced fuel systems, some of the other science stuff, and we'll be able to get to the moon and back probably. It's gonna speed up time a bit here. Alright, turn off SAS. And we landed on top of our thing. Oh, cool, it's floating. Nice. You don't have to sink this time. Awesome. Alright, Jebediah. You earned your pay for this one. Damn, finally. Only took frickin' forever to figure out how to do that damn moonshot. See how much science do we get? Quite a bit, I would think. 163, less than I thought, but still quite a bit. Yeah, the additional things didn't. Even though it said it gave that much science, it didn't. They probably should have waited till we were in transit to the moon and then also at the moon, but whatever. That's still pretty good. So that's 160. Holy crap. Wait, where's the Rockomax tanks at? Oh, they're there. Yeah, it is there. Never mind. It is there. 160 for that, though. That's almost all of what I have. Main sails up here, too. Heavier rocketry. Okay, won't be able to... Maybe not... Won't be able to get there on this one, but... 90... Cycling... Get out, blaster. RCS. Well, I guess we did get access to this one. That's a pretty good SRB there. 374. What's the mainsail? Oh yeah, mainsail's way more than that. But still, that's a more powerful one than we've got. We did get access to the skipper though, which is almost 600 in vacuum. So what do we got? What's propulsion systems? Landing engines. This is the smaller stuff. Advanced construction. That's more aerodynamic bits and such. I think if we can get on the moon and back, it'll give us quite a bit of science. So let's go ahead and do this. And we don't have enough to do that. Actually, we don't even have enough to do another one of these, do we? Crap. We're off by 6 science. Still, this will give us access to a more meteor thruster. Or was it the skipper? Which should, in theory, allow us to get up into orbit quicker, or at least higher escape velocity, and also then get to the moon without having as much fuel usage. So let's go ahead and try and build a lander here. We'll try and build a lunar lander. We're definitely going to need to do at least 2 layers of asparagus staging, along with a whole bunch of okay. Okay, heat shield. No, we're gonna leave that on. Okay, I'll put a decoupler underneath that real quick. Actually, pull this off. We need to put the reaction wheel in. Alright, so now, electricity. I'm going to put 2 of these in. And we're going to turn them both off. We're also going to put in a capacitor. So that worked out pretty well last time. Then we're going to put in and we're going to rotate those. Alright, so there's our upper section done. Now we need to work on this bit. So, we got the decoupler there already. So we're going to need... That actually might be too much. Maybe not. Maybe that is what we need. So on the bottom of that, we want to put on the skipper. Do we have the skipper? I think we do. Not the skipper. The poodler. Well, we have the terrier, so maybe that'll work. We'll see if it works or not. I haven't used the terrier before, to be honest. So we'll have to see how that works. So we're definitely gonna need 4 of these now. And we're not gonna tie them into each other this time. Though maybe we should. We'll have to see, I guess. Alright, we need a coupler. And then we need a Rocket Max adapter. Alright. Oh, while we're up here, let's put on the nose cones. Alright, so. Maybe we'll take one off. Then we need the new skipper engine. And I would like to do 6 of these, if possible. They are a bit jammed together, but it'll work. What I need to do though is I need to add another 2 on top of these. Come on. Okay, it's more than 2. That's good enough. So these are like kind of clipped into each other, so I'm not sure if we need to worry about them wobbling around. Staging these is going to be interesting, or at least connecting them together will be. You know, I think this is actually 8. Yeah, it is 8. Crap. Okay. So 4, and then the 4th one should go into the main. Okay. That would also be nice to put some SRBs on here. Give us a little bit extra push. Alright, so now the staging begins, the fun part. Alright, so we got all 8 of these tied together. Those will go at the same time, so that's fine. Now these 8 will need to go down here with this, and the staging is going to be interesting. We'll need to have 4 different stages for these to peel them off. So these should be the last ones to come off. So let me just move those out right now. These ones should be the first, so... and these should be the second. Oh, hell. I thought that was lined up, but it wasn't. Crap. That's going to be hard to put the tanks up in there. Alright, how far can we lift this up? Okay, let's take a look now, make sure all of our stuff's still the same. So these go, that one goes, and all those go. These drop off. Doesn't look like our, oh crap, they're all hooked together now instead of one being. No. Okay, took them all off. Damn it. I gotta redo all the asparagus staging. Oh well. All this work for something that's probably gonna blow up on the launch pad. That's good and all, but it's not the right way, and damn it. Friggin' lag screwed me over on that one. It's a good thing we're not in career mode. This rocket's almost 1.8 million whatever Kerbal credits, or whatever the hell their currency is. Kerbits, I guess. Okay. So now let's check the stagings. Those 8. Then yeah, it shouldn't be those 2. It should be the ones next to them. These guys should be first. Then drop the center one starts, and then we have those. Okay. Now another thing we need is we need to have landing gear. That should just be enough length on those. If we need to, we can use the move tool to knock them down a little bit more. To be honest, I would feel better if we put 2 sets. Something I haven't done before, but I think we'll do it. Try it this time and see how it works. For some reason the move tool won't select. There we go. Now it's very important that these be the same, at the same level. Very important. So should the bottom one should just be slightly over the... There. That looks pretty good. Alright, switch back over to these. So start retracted. Okay. Alrighty then. Now parachutes. As many as I can fit. Alright, I think that'll be enough. Okay. This is looking more like a rocket here. Okay, now what else do we need? What else do we need? What else do we need? We got all the science stuff, we got all the parachutes, we got the power stuff. Oh, hell, we got it. Put it on both sides, didn't I? Forgot about that. Well, good. We'll have plenty of energy then. Fuel, though, I am not so sure about. This, I'm not sure if this will be enough to get us down on the moon. Hopefully this is enough to get us to the moon, so we don't have to use any of this to get there. Use that only for landing, getting back off, and getting to Kerbal and then the atmosphere. We'll see how that goes, though. It's a four-stage asparagus stage rocket here, so we should be able to get pretty far. Our TRWs aren't the best, but they'll do. This first, the last stage, it's more. We need to look at it on the moon. Oh yeah, way good for the moon. All right. Well, let's go ahead and name this Mooner. Let's get the name here. Save it. And let's go ahead and see what happens. Taking a lot of load. And there we go, finally. Alright, Jebediah. Yeah, we still got, oh, I didn't do any space taping. Knew I forgot something. Oh yeah, we gotta do space taping because it looks like things are gonna move around. I was hoping they wouldn't, but being jammed inside of each other doesn't mean they don't move around, apparently. So we're going to need to space tape it to within an inch of its life. Alright. Well, that didn't quite work. There we go. I typically like to do the bottoms, the top section, and then to the nose cone, because this will keep them together, but that doesn't mean they won't go outward and inward. This is where I like to do the bottom section to whatever's nearby, and then do the nose cone to whatever we can get to. This one's going to be a bit more interesting because they're all jammed together, so. At least for the part where we go to the central core. I may have to get a bit creative here. I guess that kind of worked. Alright. Oh, and also then I almost did forget. These ones are smaller, so we'll just do one in between them. And I won't bother with the nose cones. That should be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and save it. Let's go ahead and launch it. Let's see what happens. Huh. Oh, yeah, we're gonna need to put arms on this because the lower engine is a little bit low. The central engine, the core is a little bit lower than the other ones, so it's not sitting on the other ones. It's just sitting on the core, and it's tipping over because of that. So we'll need to add some launch arm things. Now, Bring Us the Moon is pretty interesting. There's actually some pretty interesting stuff in there. Specifically, there's this one part where it's like a WTF moment because literally things just explode around you and you lose, and like half of the thing you're in explodes basically, and you end up in space having to try and get back to it. Yeah, launch stability enhancers, otherwise known as LSEs. You're now officially at 1.8 million whatever credits. Kerbal bucks. It's a very, very good thing we're not in career mode. Supposed to be getting all kinds of rain again for the next 3 days. Well, today and the next 2 days. This year's been crazy for rain here in Arizona. I swear we've probably gotten half of our yearly rainfall already. We only get 9 inches a year, so I think we've probably gotten close to 4.5 inches. Okay, so here we go. We'll start off at 3/4 throttle. Oh, jeez. That was so awesome. What happened is that everything blew up. So what happened is that the game lagged so hard because it was trying to light all the engines that it allowed the rocket to fall onto the platform and then blow up. That is awesome. Alright, we need to make this higher up then. I mean, that should never happen because the game, if the game's lagging, it shouldn't process the thing falling while it's trying to light the stuff. It should all happen at the same time. So I think they got a problem with threading or something going on. Things are being processed that shouldn't be processed if they can't do them simultaneously. So I'm gonna say we need to put it up pretty high probably actually, so that there's enough time for it to fall. That should be good. Oh, also, actually, it is a staging problem. That's what it is. Derp. Still, it'll probably take a while to do that, so maybe not as high, but definitely maybe like right here. Okay. Save that thing and let's try this again. Loading, and loading, and lagging, and loading. Once you start getting these larger rockets, it takes forever to load. And things get really slow. I mean, if things get slow on my computer, they get slow on a lot of computers. So my computer is like, you know, twice the recommended specs for this game. And if it's lagging, then it's a serious thing. Okay, let's turn SAS on, 3/4 throttle. Okay, let's go full throttle. Yeah, that barely gets us moving upward. We're going in reverse. We're going down fast, not up fast. Jeez, I mean, we're barely. We gotta work on the TWR. Maybe we need more. Maybe we need to have 2 of these on each one or something. So we definitely don't have enough thrust. I mean, it's gonna start speeding up as we reduce the fuel. But it's still going to be it's going to be a hell of a thing to get up into orbit with this, I think. We're going to use most of the fuel, I think. Hell, we're almost done with the liquid fuel already. We're out of that before we do the solid boosters. That's not good. Okay, and then drop off the first round of engines. Yeah, there we go. Since they were all so jammed in together, they all fell apart. Oh, Jebediah is still going upward. Except the engines aren't firing for some reason. That's weird. Oh, because we used all the fuel? What the hell? All this fuel is gone too. Seriously? I can hear the other thing still flying around somewhere. Oh, there it is over there. Well, that didn't work. Not at all. Alright, we'll make a few changes here and we'll see what happens. I think we can't do 8, that's too many. We have to dial that back. And I don't think we can do these. We can maybe do it on the center, but on the outer ones we need to do the smaller ones. Because it's just, these are gas guzzlers. Alright, so first things first. God. Let's grab this, pull it off. Pull this off. And we're going to rearrange it to be 6 instead of... And we have to go down to 4 though. Actually, that seems reasonable. They're not jammed together now. There's a little bit of space. We're gonna have to do this again, but that's fine. Let me pull these off. Because what I want to do now is, so I'm going to take these. Since we're going to be dialing back a bit on the thrust that way, we need to put another set of these on. Top of the TWR. Pull these off. Oh, we'll need to do one of them. Crap, okay. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, screw it. We'll just have to start over for those. There's no way we're going to get those back on properly. Damn it, stop lagging. Oh my god. Alright, pull these off. Pull this off. Pull this off. Not sure if I want to. Well, maybe we have to. We'll see, I guess. Oh my god, this lag. I'm going to use the move tool to readjust these. That's pretty good. Now we need to pull off some of the bottom here. Okay, too many. Let's pull off just the bottom one. And then we'll pull off these. Stick them on top. Or try to, anyway. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. There's actually... Okay. So this is actually a smaller section. Okay. That's why things weren't fitting right. So if we do another small one, that should equal a larger one. So basically 2 of these is one of those. Yeah, pretty much. It's close enough anyway. Alright, and... Okay. Now for these engines, we want to do our T40, T30s, whichever one's the stronger one. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So yeah, our T30s. Ah, come on. Friggin' lag. Alright, there we go. Now, let's go ahead and do the taping and whatnot. Now, I also want to make sure this isn't... No, autostrut's not, it shouldn't be going through there, so I don't know why those were out of fuel for. It's weird. It shouldn't have been. Here we go, fuel. So this is going to be a 3 instead of a 4 now. And that's not what I want to do. Yeah, trying to get this to work is always annoying when they're really close like this. So I'm gonna need the larger decouplers. That should work. There we go. Okay. So now we got all those going, and we got our main central engine, there it is, going. So that doesn't make any sense. So this one is that one. So this one. I think I grabbed the wrong one down here. Okay, I did. So this one needs to come here. Yeah. Okay, now finally got those set up. Alright. Next up is going to be space taping those. Okay. Alright, then decouplers. TWR is looking a lot better. Alright. Damn it, I had it, and this leg is killing me again. There we go. So where'd that, oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. No, it wasn't. Never mind. Thought that was space tape. Not fuel line. Alright. Struts. Alright, so we got our boosters. We've got our main engines. And we've got our central core engine. So those go off. And those will go off. Probably at the same time. Then we'll drop off the asparagus stages like that. And the main stage, and then we'll kick on to the fourth one. Not the fourth stage, but these other engines here for the landing. Okay. So our TWRs are pretty good, except for when we get to the last stage of rockets. That's fine, because we'll be using those on the moon. Everything else is pretty good, actually. Alright. Staging is good, too, so I'll go ahead and save that. And let's go ahead and try and launch again. And after with this launch, whatever happens, whether we get up to the moon or not, I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming at this point. Okay, mainly because I'm tired of waiting for this thing to load. KSP is awesome and all, but sometimes it just doesn't work right. Once it's been running for a while, it slows down a bit. And I'm not sure if they have the 64-bit version running or not. Or maybe it's always 64, I'm not sure anymore. Alright, so SAS on, we'll go full throttle. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow, yeah. We definitely got the thrust. Laggy as all hell, but we are moving in the right direction this time. Oh, crap. Gemini's like, yeah, more explosions. Actually, it didn't really destroy anything good, I don't think. Oh, no, yeah, it took out some engines, didn't it? Oh, we're still going up, I think. Albeit not very fast. Look at all that crap down there. Holy jeez. It's gonna be like bombs raining down from the sky over the Space Center. Too much thrust. It's starting to flip out. Oh, one of them's out of fuel when it shouldn't be. Well, that's kind of spinning around. Oh, we lost some of the space tape on it, that's why. Alright, let's try that again. So I kind of really screwed that up. I should have slowed down when I jettisoned off the first stage of asparagus staged tanks. Instead I was like, yeah, full throttle, let's go. Kind of all went downhill from there. And they're building these kind of Frankensteinian contraptions. There's always these edge cases you got to be aware of. Like, for example, having too much thrust in certain areas at certain altitudes, which causes you to flip out. Alright, so we're not going to do full throttle. We'll do like 30% throttle. Somewhere in there. The SRBs are enough to get us up and going. And I want those to go out well before we need to drop off the first liquid fuel tanks. Yeah, electrical charge. Massive amount of power there. Probably don't need all the other stuff on there, but I've got it on for now. Oh, that's not the right type of. That's not the right type of tank, is it? That's why there was no go in there. Oh, we have to go full throttle. crap. Oh, Jesus. That's even worse this time. Now, we definitely got some design issues here. I mean, we're kind of still on track, really. I mean, the tilt that I did was okay. We're kind of on the weird side of it, but now we're starting to jiggle around a bit. Oh, might as well just ride this ride till it collapses here. It's going to start spinning out. Or not. If we keep Jeb trying to stay on prograde. Oh, damn. Okay, that totally just really... That's the... that's that. We're totally fracked now. Okay, so we'll have to think about the design some more. Anyway, thanks for watching if you watched live on Twitch or YouTube. If you're watching afterwards on YouTube, comments, questions below. And as I mentioned at the beginning, what we'll do is tomorrow I won't do any streaming because I'm going to be doing some groundwork research / messing around with UE4 to do a few things that I want to do on stream for Odyssey Void on Wednesday. And I want to figure out how to do it before I stream it so I'm not spending so much time looking crap up. So we get more in the stream and less dead space in the stream. But what I'm going to be trying to do is just kind of give you an overview of what's going to happen. I'm going to try and figure out how to attach a target to a blueprint in a reasonable way. And then figure out the how to set up the particle emitter for it, and how to turn that on and off through pushing a button, which will be added to the UI. And then, if after all that I still have some time, then the next thing I'll do is figure out how to put a circular progress bar around the button, so that when you click on it, it'll have like this bar that'll start circling around, showing you how long it is till the end of the mining cycle for that particular laser. And once it gets to the end, it'll. So this is what I'm still not sure how I want to do this. If I want to do this EVE Online way, where it's once it gets to the end, then you get the ore, or if I want to have it filling up every so many ticks with so much ore until you get to the thing, and then just have that endpoint be when the capacitor is drained for another shot of energy to do another round of mining. I like the second one better because it's more realistic. Because technically how a mining laser would work is be basically a colonized energy beam shooting at a target, at an asteroid, essentially disintegrating it, and then there would be some sort of tractor beam or similar kind of technology that would pull in the material back up the stream and store it in the cargo bay. So that would be happening as you're mining it. It wouldn't just happen at the end, like on EVE Online. So I'm thinking that that's probably more of where I'm going to go to. So we'll see how all that works out. So let's go and quit, and then we'll stop the stream, and see what happens on Wednesday. As for when that will start on Wednesday, it'll probably be around. So I'm gonna be going into work on Wednesday. Working from home a lot more now, but so probably around I'm going to say 7 o'clock, 7:30 MST. So about when I started the stream tonight. This one, just now. Yes. Need to oil up my arm a bit. It's getting a little squeaky. My boom arm. Wow, really squeaky. Jeez. So, again, thanks for tuning in to the stream, and I will see you on Wednesday.